Hey guys, my name is Shravan Jitesh Kiran Kumar and I'm from India. The reasons why I chose to live in a shared accommodation is uh, is because it was a much cheaper option compared to studios, and also I'm someone who loves understanding different backgrounds and cultures, and I thought it would be a great opportunity for me to meet people, new people from different backgrounds, cultures, and nationalities. And those are the reasons why I chose to live in a shared accommodation. The cons of living in a shared accommodation is that sometimes the communal areas, the common areas for all the people living in the accommodation are not really dealt with the standards that they should be kept with, such as in terms of cleanliness and things like that. You don't have the same level of privacy that you would find in studios, and sometimes you might have to deal with people or flatmates that are usually noisy, and you might have to adjust with those as well. So in terms of adjusting, it's much more compared to studios, but in terms of interacting and getting to know more people and new people, it's a great experience. So these are the reasons why I chose to live in a shared accommodation and some of the pros and cons of it. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Umer Afzal and I'm from Pakistan, and right now I'm doing job as a retail assistant. I'm also living in the shared accommodation, and here are some things which I like most in living in the shared accommodation. And the first thing is you get to know a lot of people from the different cultures about their living, their food, and their culture as well. So it's really good to know a lot of people's about their living standard as well. And the second thing is, as you know, we are far from our home, so food is our basic problem. So in the shared accommodation, we mostly cook together, which is also economical because we all are students, so we have limited budget to survive in that. So it's also economical on our budget as well. And the things which I guess we need to consider as well, uh, and also need to improve them as well, are like in shared accommodation you don't have any kind of a privacy, because there are a lot of people living together, and you have to compromise in privacy. And the second thing is you have to change your routine as well, like if you are living in a shared room, so you have to consider the other person timing of job as well, like what time they are sleeping, and you have to change your routine as well regarding to their timing. So if a person is considering these kind of things, their first priority, so I guess the shared accommodation will not be suitable for them. Thank you.
Hi, hello, my name is Deborah Decani, I'm 27 years old and I'm Italian. Currently, I'm studying an MA in Art and Design at the Birmingham City University, and at the same time, I'm a waitress. For the whole time I've been a student and, of course, a waitress, I had to share an accommodation. Most of the time, it was a private house, and of course, I was renting just a room. Um, the the good points are that you are always in company and you can make friendship really quickly, and you can share cultures, all the new things that you couldn't know if you were not meeting that people. And at the same time, the bad points are the privacy, and because sometimes not sometimes, every time you have to think about all the people that are living with you, so you can all, like, I don't know, example, put the music loud at 2 o'clock in the morning. And it's even a question of respect, so like to respect each other's. And especially when somebody's not cleaning and is dirty, it's really bad, and you have to try to look after these people. And that's it. It's all.
My name is Philip from India. I have been more than 6 years in UAE, especially in Dubai. It is field of sales, and out of sales, I was living in as bed space. So the main disadvantage of this bed space is there is no privacy and also what is even we are waiting for a long queue for the washroom, even the kitchen also once we are finishing our duty. Because our duty sometimes up to midnight. Once we are reaching the room, most of the all of them will be slept and even we cannot check our items whether properly because they will shut down the light inside the room. So it's very difficult for us. Main thing the privacy because even if I want sometime we want to talk to our families or someone who is contacting me even I cannot talk properly. They said just reduce your movies like that. So it's very difficult for us. Sometimes in the even there are a lot of students happen in my room also. Someone who said they are cleaning people, someone who are not us. So there are a lot of disadvantages coming for this sharing apartments. That's it. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Perpetual. I'm from Nigeria. I'm a student of University of Birmingham and I live in a shared accommodation in Birmingham. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about my experience in living in a shared accommodation, the negative sides and the positive sides. So living in a shared accommodation can affect you positively in the sense that it helps you to interact with people, it helps you to make friends, coming to a country where you don't really know much people, when you live in a shared accommodation, you get to meet people. It helps you to communicate with people. It helps you to also learn about other people's culture, tradition, food, and just, basically experience other parts of the world while living in the United Kingdom. Secondly, living in a shared accommodation helps you to save money. Now, living alone in a studio or in an apartment is a lot more expensive than living in a shared accommodation. So living in a shared accommodation helps you to save a lot of money. It helps you to save a lot of money because rents are cheaper than other apartments like studio apartments or like one-bedroom apartments. Now, looking at the negative effects or the negative sides, living in a shared accommodation can be quite uncomfortable. So let's say, for instance, you feel like taking a nap and the person in the other room feels like probably playing a song or something. I mean, this can affect you because the noise could be quite inconveniencing while you're taking a nap. Secondly, sometimes the house could also get really dirty. Living with people, you have to learn to tolerate them. You have to learn to understand that not everyone would think a certain way or will think the way you think. So you have to learn to accommodate people and tolerate their excesses. So the house could sometimes get dirty really quick, and that can be quite uncomfortable. But regardless of all these factors, I think the positives outweigh the negatives, and I would absolutely choose to live in a shared accommodation again. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Ahmad. I am from Syria. I live in Dubai in a shared living space. Kind of like this. It looks pretty much like a prison, but it's nice, it's cheap, it's affordable because rent in Dubai is very expensive. I get to meet people from other cultures, and I may not like their food or how it smells. It's nice to meet people from other places. I mean, there's no privacy at all, and some stuff gets stolen sometimes, but your personal belongings get used by strangers, but other than that, it's not that bad. Yeah.
Hi, I am Rupa and I am from India, but I live in Sharjah and I do job here. And I choose to live a sharing accommodation because I wanted to save my money as well. I wanted to more experience to live with more people because here there is a lots of people who comes the different country and different cultures. So I wanted to experience these things, and there is a this is the benefit for to living a sharing accommodation. And also there is a one more disadvantage: when you live in a sharing accommodation, you lost your privacy as well. And sometimes there is a no drawing room clean, there is a no washroom clean, there is a no kitchen clean. So sometimes yes, you have to compromise. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Adnan. I'm from Pakistan. I living in shared accommodation in Dubai. I choose a share apartment because I needed to save money while enjoy the different culture. And the way people came from different culture and countries, so I get to know with more people and learn their culture. According to me, what is a good thing and share accommodation? We will get more friends and learn how to adjust in the life. The disadvantage of the living with more people, there is no privacy and comfort zone. Sometimes no one clean the common areas such as the kitchen or bathroom, and I have also had my thing stolen. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Rika and I am a Filipina. I live here in Dubai almost 3 years and I live in bed spacer. The advantage of living in bed space, first you can save more because it is more cheaper. Second, you can meet more friends. You can meet different nationality, learn their culture, learn their language also. But the disadvantage, sometimes you cannot get space for yourself because they can do singing or too much talking. It's too much noisy. And then, of course, another disadvantage is too much congested. There's no, it's only bed for the place for you like that. You cannot put too much things inside the bed space. That's all. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Atif. I would like to share my experience staying in a shared accommodation. The reason why I choose to live in shared accommodation because like you're able to understand different cultures because since I'm living in Dubai and it's like we have to get to understand each other, so I think it's a good experience overall in terms of learning and just to understand different cultures and then how you can cope up with. So these are the pros, and then the cons. I would say that again, the privacy that sometimes you have to compromise, and sometimes you have to like let's say if you are in a mood of celebrating something, but you cannot because you have to respect other people's privacy as well. And then most often, what you have come across is like in the common areas, it gets crowded, and sometimes you have to use the washroom. So I mean there is a routine that if sometimes it gets busy, so probably you have to wait for some time, and then again overall I would say it's a good experience, and I came to learn a lot from it. Thank you.
Everyone, this is Mozma here. I'm native Pakistani but living in Dubai for my job purpose. By profession I'm a teacher. So I would like to share my experience on the sharing accommodation. Over here I'm so happy because over here in these 4 years I have made many friends. I was sharing food with them. Sometimes they were cooking for me when I was sick. They were bringing food, they were bringing medicines, they were taking care for me. So you can see that over here the life is very difficult for all the nationalities because they are coming from different nationalities, they're coming from different countries. Over here different cultures you will see, but at the end they are happy because they are sharing the accommodations because it's cheap when you are sharing the room. When you are on a bed space, it's cheaper than the apartment. So sometimes we are facing the problems like sharing washrooms, sharing messy kitchen, sometimes noisy outside, you cannot sleep even properly, but it's okay, we are happy over here. Thank you so very much.